Hi, YouTube. How's everybody? I'm doing pretty good. Oh, it's been a heck of a day. uh, I just got through watching a call for an uprising. He was talking about YouTube versus mainstream media and how they're saying people with like our conspirators, they if they give out disinformation that it can always out like it could make its way into mainstream. And I'm thinking, okay, this is exactly a news station, one of the news stations in my state that I called when I had a large company put um, water fittings on my gas line and it was leaking. And I'm serious. And I called around to try and report it and get some help and see how many other people that this company had done that to. And we had to have all our lines redone and everything, all our gas lines because of these people. And service charges, all this. But that's neither here nor there. This very same news station was talking about how YouTubers are disinformation and they don't think twice about checking facts. If they get facts wrong, it's not like in the olden days. They don't get on there and do like a rebuttal or anything and we'll do that. Oh, like we found out something different here. Here's this, here's that. You know, make sure our facts are straight. That's why I like something Robin's Hood said. Hey, Robin, yeah, I'm not a Christian, I'm a truther. That's pretty all encompassing if you have Christ in your heart. When you believe in God and you tell the truth, yeah. So, what's a Christian? These people that go to church and lie. Oh, speaking of lies, now if somebody sees my face out there on a channel called Barb Wired, it's some demented, emotionally disturbed freak with a channel with my picture on it, just so you know. I was going to show it to you, and then I thought, you'll see it. And if you don't see it, but if you see something on there, just know that that is not me. And I think they're going to have a lot of problems with that channel and that name, something tells me. So, um, just a hunch, you know. Better take my picture off it, fool. Now that's defaming my character right there. I wouldn't put that name on my name. It's goes back to a very long time ago and connected with a Mason and that nickname. And I think the dudes or whoever, you're going to have trouble with that channel, buddy. Let me tell you. Yeah, God's watching you. So, and then for Robin's Hood, I wouldn't be making videos on YouTube if it hadn't been for him. I've made videos, but I was out on the web and on Facebook and different places for a couple decades now. Facebook for like about 10 years and um, basically doing what I'm doing right here, only mostly writing it, but I do have a few videos over there. So, yeah. But yeah, and then I saw that people actually, well, they were lonely for the same type of human companionship as far as truth. So I found out, wow, there are people out here that want to tell the truth. How cool is that? So, yeah, very cool. Yeah, Doug thought he was funny this morning putting that cross on the table, and I just left it there. I was wondering how long. That's the kitty's table, that's not mine. So I never had a cat on the table in my life until I met Doug. So I have my own table and I just let them have that. The whole dining room is, you can have it. There's no kitties allowed on my table in the kitchen, so yeah, that's the kitty table. Keeps the dog from eating the food too, so yep. Oh yeah. I suppose a lot of people do that for that reason. One house I lived in, I literally had like a walk-in wash up area with a counter in there, and that was a perfect kitty spot. So, yeah. But anyway, yeah. Let's see what else is going on. Well, yeah, but that media thing really irked me because I thought, how many times have we seen things on the news that are literally not true and they could care less? But yet they're literally on there talking about specifically about YouTube. Go watch A Call for an Uprising, and he's talking about the algorithms, and yeah, then you'll see one of my hometown news broadcasters that I don't watch and haven't watched for a very long time, but I've tried turning them on like about 2 or 3 times through the year, even just to catch the weather, and I can't stand it. you know. But yeah, why some mentally ill person? I mean, there's something, you're not playing with a full deck of cards, putting my picture on a channel, a made up channel. The only reason I can see for it is for to try and do something to me. So with that said, I'm coming after you. I will find out who you are. Mark my words. And it won't take long. So if you think that that's appropriate, I'm going to show you different. There's going to be some laws made out here in YouTube land this year, I have a feeling. And I'm going to be heading a lot of that up, pushing for it. So, and I think the rest of you should too. If you have people literally making channels with your picture on it, and it's not you, you know, there it shouldn't be allowed to be, right? So, and the person that did it is not playing with a full deck. Unfortunately. Let's see what else is going on. Oh, I didn't really have a lot I wanted to talk about today. I just thought I'd get on like usual and just say hi. And well, I mean, sometimes I specifically have, something to say, but I gotta say it's gonna be really cold out tonight without even the wind chill. It's supposed to be about 27 below for a few days coming up here. So that's cold. Plus the wind chill. So yeah, a lot of us are going to be freezing, and the homeless people always suffer in this climate. You would never think that that would be possible in the United States, but yeah, like people falling asleep in their cars and freezing to death. First time I heard about something like that, I was 17 working in a hospital out in Hardin, Montana, and a local um, native fell asleep in his car and froze, and it was like, oh man. I mean, I seen him falling asleep on the streets and stuff, but then like there's families out there on the streets, you know? And I've slept in a ditch, literally, when I was young. Um, this shouldn't be in the United States. Did I tell you that somebody, I think I did, but somebody made a suggestion that Haiti prosecute Hillary Clinton and Lionel coined her um, Hillary Rodham Felon. I like that. That was really cute. So, yeah. Yeah, and Roger Stone, he's an attorney, and he makes a promissory note for bail. Now you tell me if anybody of you goes and does something wrong, you're going to be able to write a note to the courts and say, "Oh yeah, I'll pay you back if I flee before my case." That doesn't work. I suppose now that everybody knows there's no money in um, the federal government, um, you know, who would owe what to who, you know, when it's all on paper. But yeah, to actually be able to make a promissory note on his, like, I don't want to misquote, it was thousands of dollars of bail. I'm thinking it was 250, but it might have been 150. So don't quote me. But yeah, you know, that's uh, that's unheard of out in our United States. Our the population. So try that next time. Yeah, next time anybody you get pulled over and you got to go to court or something, and they say, well, you owe this fine or you have bail, just try that one on them. Well, let me write you a promissory note. You know, yeah, Miss Weiss, you got to show up in court this day or that day, and you owe us so many $1,000. I'm like, oh, just a minute. Let me write you a note on that. You know, sign it and date it and hand it to the, what do you call them, bailiff to give to the judge. Yeah, sure. Like any of us could do that, you know? Yeah. Oh, the Federal Reserves, that's what I was trying to think, where they say they keep our money, which isn't even an institute of the United States of America. It's a conglomeration of banks worldwide, and they deal with our money on a daily basis. Go figure. And they try and pretend that it already isn't a one world government, and they're all not playing that game. Yeah, quite the game. Joke's on us. What do you get when you spill egg on your shirt? Yolk's on you. So, anyway, I still have somebody making a channel about with my picture on it. God dang. There's really something ill in YouTubeville. I do judge people on what I wouldn't do, and that's screwed up. There's something. Do you get hit in your head bunches, or what's up with that? You know, because literally, frontal lobe damage can make you passionate. Um, it can literally take away your ability to cry. It can hinder human communication. Seriously. And if you're just evil in there and you don't have an excuse from being hit in the head, then you're really fucked up. So screwed up. Excuse me, people. Oh, I don't know what else today. I got some heavy things on my mind. Um, been watching High Frequency Tribe Hamish pulling through his separation and divorce and um, well, I don't know. He didn't speak on divorce, and I don't really need to hear that. I just know that it is like a death. It's hard to explain, but it is. It's yeah. You mourn, and it doesn't really ever go away. Um, don't know what to tell you. That's the truth. You just got to learn to deal with it. But life does go on, and it's possible, like I'm praying for them to meet somebody that is has God in their heart. Um, so there'd be two in one family. But yeah, I wouldn't jump into nothing right away, that's for sure. Because his attitude, although I think he's like 49, but his attitude is like he needs that companionship. And oh yeah, we all do, but that's big steps. I guess the word, what did he say? He didn't say companionship or life partner, I think is how he put it. Yeah. It's better than a death partner. So I hope he finds one. That likes kids because he's got a 3-year old. So I like kids, but not that much. I wouldn't want to go through that again. You couldn't pay me enough. In any way, yeah, I do plan on moving, but I will never have another relationship. I'll never get close to nobody again in my life. No fucking way. No, ick. Ugh. Nobody's good enough. Just like James Munder was talking today, like he just hates this world. He doesn't even want to be here. I don't know anybody in their right mind the way this world is, he said, and that is true, the way it is. Anybody that would actually want to be here right now the way it is. And if they do, they're not in their right mind. They're not all there. Satan's got a whole big bunch of their soul, you know. And that's probably okay because they belong to him. So let's put it this way. If you already know God, it's not that you don't need Christ, it's just that you already know God. Um, so, in order to talk to the Father, He can help the ones that actually need that help. And those are the ones that Satan's got a grip on. Those are those saints, those 450 false prophets. Those are the ones that are going to be on their knees asking for his help and forgiveness, because you don't have a choice. You will not have a choice when it comes right down to it. And Satan himself does know that. Yeah, I don't know. See anything else? So let's see, what was Munder reading about? Guess I can't recall right this second. Couple different things through the day. Yeah, I'll probably put this one through. That's probably about it. Yeah. Um, Weirdo, take my photo off that channel. You will not get away with it. So I just sewed you. Did you hear that? So and so. How about this? Um, make yourself sick. So on you. Oh, sola mia. Weirdo. Why don't you put your real face and name and stand up like a real human being? Can't face me. Trying to diminish me or dirty me. Psst, go ahead and try. You're really weird. Seriously weird. God dang it. Commenting on my channel with my photo is beyond retard. Okay? Just so y'all know that. When you see that, you're dealing with a demented person. Don't bother it. Just leave it alone. Leave it alone. God'll handle this one. It's time. If anybody watched that code, I live on the 120th Meridian, right in line with some big, giant megaliths, and um, you might want to come and see. I do believe that I am in the middle of a sunken pyramid where I live. I honestly believe that. Like in between the creek runs and the lake goes one way, but it looks like almost like in between, like we have one road called Contrast that's hills, and then our hills, and one's on that side and one's on the other side going out kind of, and another creek goes out that way, and it looks almost like the creek runs in between two arms of a sphinx. So it's really different feel, very odd, because they're looking for lost uh, pyramids and structures and that type of thing, and the Masons know this one is here. So yeah, they do, and so do I. I've examined every inch of it by foot, which took me hours and miles and days through woods and swamps and lakes and different areas just to get the circumference of the whole area, which encompasses about see, 4 square miles approximately, I'm going to say. Might be 5, but I think it's about 4 square miles. I'll have to check it out. I think I can. But even Google Earth won't let me, it lets me get close, but it doesn't really show me the topography, how it looks like the hills and stuff. You can't really tell. But maybe they've made it better. I heard they did. Maybe I'll try it on my laptop instead of these little phones and check it out. But yeah, it's interesting. Some of you might have seen that ancient rock I found with the line around it. That was actually like an antique splitting mall. So yeah, really, and its balance, it's crazy. It's really weird, but it's truly an artifact that they can't take because of my native blood. So it's like, yeah, anything here, they can't do anything to me with anything because it's mine and beyond mine. And there's laws in our state too that's called squatters' rights. And if you have Native American blood and you go off in the wilderness where nobody owns any land and you build there, that's yours. If you make uh, improvements to the land and you can prove that, well, mine's paid for and I've got a deed, and I'm just saying that's um, double you can't touch this type of thing for the courts. So yeah, kind of interesting there as far as water rights and different things that they would try and confiscate that they can't. They would literally have to kill me anyway. But yes, over my land and water that I purchased for my kids. Yep, you'd have to kill me. Because when I leave here, I'm not selling it. I'll probably just leave it, leave it for the kids. And then if they want to sell it, fine. But, you know, so yeah, there's lots going on just like in my personal life. Always. God dang it. This job I signed up for. When's it going to be over, God? You made me a promise. Let's get busy. Yeah. If, oh no, I was going to say if anybody has any ideas on how to torture the Illuminati babies, let me know. But I think I'm doing all good by myself. So thanks anyway. Robin does a good job. Yeah. Well, yeah, a lot of people out there telling the truth, doing a good job, not putting up with the lower spectrum, the ones that would want to hurt another human being in any manner and not care. So, what else did I hear on that? Oh yeah, now mainstream media was trying to push the fact that uh, being that some of the videos are shorter on YouTube and they could be disinformation, that why would advertisers want to go with people that would maybe push false information? If that was the case, then mainstream media should shut their doors and shut their mouths with all the disinformation they've put out there and still do and will in the future, no doubt. So, without retracting a damn thing, They don't care. Because calling people telling the truth, saying that that's a conspiracy. If I say that somebody put a channel out there with my name or my first name and my photo on it, that's not a lie. That's not disinformation. That's not a conspiracy. That's the truth about some low life treating somebody else like crap. That's the truth. So when you got the truth behind you, you can't fail. We'll rise above this crap. I know we will. They aren't going to get away with it. But I take that quite seriously because there's a lot of people out there working hard to keep the facts straight. And I mean, you can't even insult old Bagelville over there. Uh, I mean, all our money basically goes there anyway because they're the original owners of the bank, the banking system. So, and that's not prejudice. I have family members that are actually truly Jewish, and many friends. So that has nothing to do with it. That has to do with the people behind that don't care where they're from, and they don't care where we're from either. They just want our money. And that's what it's all about. Is keeping control of that money system. Keeping a servitude to them, which over my dead body, never. You know, that'll never happen. That's why I've ran my own companies. I will not pay homage to somebody that thinks they're my boss. Forget it. Only God and Christ boss me. And I always said they have a bit of a problem with it. Not that I don't listen. Sometimes it takes me a minute, but not as bad as it used to. So, yeah. With age comes wisdom, if you're listening. I don't mean to me, I mean to God. Yeah. Oh, Hitler was a cusp. Aries, Taurus, zodiac sign cusp, born 4/20/50. Or not 50, that's Doug's 4/20, which is interesting, isn't it? For you smokers out there, 4/20. But Doug was born in 50 on Hitler's birthday. That's a little ironic, isn't it? And he was born dead. Another kind of ironic thing, but a piece of the puzzle. So 4/20/50. So, and he's Douglas Wayne. Weist, two W's. Weird thing is, my kids' dad was a Wayne, Zachary Wayne. Wayne to Wayne, to want. You know? Those old bottomless pits. Pit people. That's what you are. Pit people. Oh, that's the pits. Pit people. Pitting people against each other. Breaking your tooth on a pit. That's a pity. Well, everybody, I'm going to let you go. Thank you for joining me. I have some more words I'm going to look up at another time because, yeah, just not today. So I'll say peace and love from Pine City, Minnesota. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Have a good day or night.